So, Griffin, what's it been like working with Coach Yeski so far?
It's been great. Coach Yeski, he's really big on the team aspect, which is something that I value a lot. With so many new guys, it can be kind of just interesting every year, seeing how everybody molds together. But he's done a fantastic job with having us all come together, and I think we're all going to be rooting for each other. We're all going to be behind each other, and it's going to be special.
Have there been any differences between working with him and working with Coach Wes Johnson?
It's definitely different. Different coaching styles. We're a little bit more, or I guess a little bit less independent, with Coach Yeski, which isn't always a bad thing. We go out together to the field. We go out. We go into the weight room together. It's just kind of a lot more centralized, I guess.
What does that change, or what does that benefit? What's the sort of the effect of doing that, being more centralized?
I think it kind of just puts us all on the same page. We're all together all the time, so we get really in tune with each other, and I think it builds a lot of chemistry among the staff.
Coach said you guys are taking a more mature approach. What does that mean, do you think?
I think that it just means that we're all taking what we're doing extremely seriously. Obviously, that kind of comes with being at this program and being at this level. But I think we're all just very, very focused on the goals, and the goals have been set out very clearly. And just as far as maturity goes, we're just very locked into our process. We're not worried about results.
Coach has mentioned the depth, obviously, of his pitching staff. What's been like the friendly competition? Because it seems like, as he said, there's a long list of guys that you guys could go with on weekends or weekdays or whatever. What's that just been like, the camaraderie, but also the competition amongst each other?
I think it's been great. I think friendly competition is important for any competitive staff, and I think that when you have a group of guys like we do, obviously there's only a certain amount of spots, but I don't think anybody's caught up on roles or worried about how many innings they're getting or what spots they're getting into. I think we're all just excited to get out there and show what we can do.
How's Coach Yeski been able to sort of blend the old school with the new school?
I would say as far as kind of his old school approach goes, we do a lot of talking with hitters, especially during inter squads. It's really helpful to go back in the locker room or after the game and ask them, how our stuff was playing, how does this look, and at the same time we're still using the TrackMan, we're still using the force plate mound. Just it's kind of on a as needed basis rather than a everyday basis.
Peyton said that Michael Braswell is one of the hardest outs. Why is he so hard to get out?
He's aggressive early. If you leave him a cookie fastball over the plate early on, he's going to get you, and he's going to, he'll hit a couple rockets up the middle. I know, especially to lefties, it's tough to get him to swing and miss. It's tough to get him to chase out of the zone. So when your bread and butter is kind of getting the guys to chase out of the zone, it can be a little bit tough. You got to challenge him, but I think he's going to do great things for us this year. I think he's a great player.
You mentioned after scrimmages that you're getting feedback from some of the hitters as to how your stuff plays. Like, what are you sort of hearing back from those guys, and how has that helped you so far this preseason?
Especially early on in the fall, just figuring out where my fastball plays best and what I need to work on. So for me, my fastball generally I've been kind of at the knees guy. I've been the low in the zone guy, and got that feedback a lot from the hitters. So that's been something I've been working on, being able to have my fastball play better up in the zone. And Coach Yeski's been really helpful with that.
Tatum mentioned, I think this is the most lefty pitchers that they've had here since he's been on the team. What are the conversations like before a game, knowing that you have that versatility to put you in or someone else in based on the opposing lineup?
We haven't really gotten that deep yet into the conversations with Coach Johnson and Coach Yeski, but I know that Coach Johnson loves left-handed pitching. He loves left-handed pitching and left-handed bats, and I think he's really excited about what he's going to be able to do, and I'm really excited to see how all of our roles are going to play out, and see what he's going to be able to put together with us as far as power arm righties, guys with just elite stuff and strike throwing ability like Justin Lower. I mean, you got lefties throwing 98 with sink. You got guys like Gage throwing 5 to 6 with ride. Just we have a lot of different tools from the left side, so I think he's going to be able to put that together well.
Anything else? Griffin?
This is for you. This is a draft eligible year. Like, how do you sort of handle that? Being eligible for the draft again.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to the play, and so that's what I've been focused on, is improving my craft and just doing what I can for the team and helping the team any way I can. I got to watch guys like Paul Skeens and Dylan Cruz, who obviously were top of the top, and never once in the locker room did you hear them talking about their draft stock or what that's going to do. So definitely learned a lot from them, and just focus on the play. That's it.
With Yeski, but obviously you guys work with Yeski a lot as pitchers, but you're also working with Isaac Trujillo and Jeremy McMillan quite a bit. Like, how is that sort of trio and their familiarity with each other help you guys as pitchers?
Oh, it's been amazing. Isaac and Mac, they all are just so connected that it's like, say that I'm having a small problem with something. I'll go to the training room before practice to get it worked on, and then in the weight room I'm working on the same thing, and all of my workouts being catered to that, and then I get with Coach Yeski, and my my throwing and everything is catered to that as well. It just goes without me having to I guess even really communicate with all three of them separately. It's just one cohesive unit. Makes it a lot easier for us as players.
Do you have like an example of something you've improved on through that process, I guess, physically?
I would say being one thing that I've been working on is getting a little bit more clawback into my front leg, being a little more stable there. So I've been in the training room getting my hip stretched, getting things like that done, and then when I go in the weight room, I'm doing isometrics, things like that, to help improve that, and I can see the results when I'm out on the mound.
Good with Griffin?
Yeah.
Thanks, Griffin.
Thanks, Griffin.